Howdy, y'all, and welcome back. For far too long, I have had an AK-sized hole in my collection. And late last year, I decided to rectify that situation, which sent me down the AK rabbit hole, which is a terrible, horrible, scary, dark place. so, looked at parts kit, maybe having a build done. I wouldn't be doing it myself, but I would, have maybe a build done. Looked low end, way high end, kind of all around. The PSA stuff, like where do you start for a first AK? Had an idea of where I wanted to be budget wise of, kind of $1,000. Might would have gone a little higher, but arsenals have gotten kind of silly and Russian. And anyway, ended up deciding to go Polish with the WBP Jack Classic. So they offer, Atlantic Firearms offers quite a few different configurations of this. They're actually imported by Arms of America, and they do two basic, there's like three really, but it's you either get the Classic with the Polish furniture, and they change out different items to make it 922R compliant, or you can get their American wood versions, which would have like a matching wood grip, and that lets them leave a few more Polish parts. I really wanted the Polish wood. I think that just makes it kind of stand out as what it is, and I wanted it to be what it is. So I decided against trying to do a clone of something. I am of the age that AK-47s should look like they look like in the original Red Dawn, right? Which are actually, what are those, Egyptian Mahdi's, however you say it, with the darker wood. Kind of toyed around with like maybe having a build done or... Anyway, after doing my research, landed on the WBP modern production that has the traditional styling and appearance. It looks like an AK for the most part. So they come with an American slant brake and American grip. They change out the gas piston and make it American. And trigger pack American. Like I said, if you get the American wood, that lets them leave more of the Polish stuff. But here we are with the WBP Jack Classic. I went ahead, pulled the slant brake, put a Definitive Arms fighter brake and US Palm grip, which I kind of like, but I'm not totally decided yet. Might do something more traditional, Bakelite or Fakelite or something. And just threw a Gat Monkey sling that I had laying around on it for now. We'll probably do something just like simple OD. But came zeroed right out of the box, which was super cool. Put 100 rounds through it today at my local FUD range, which is where I typically go zero things. And easy breezy, no hang-ups, as one would expect from a brand new rifle. But, and it was only 100 rounds, but still... nice to not have to fight the gun right out of the box. I have a lot to learn about manipulating and running an AK. I don't run an AK yet. I bumble through everything right now. And for reference, I can run the shit out of a AR, but not one of these. I always love shooting AKs, other people's, but have not put nearly enough time in one to be any good at it yet. But, they're super intuitive as far as just the actual shooting goes. So this comes with the LBE G3 trigger swapped in. And let's see if I can't do a little bit of a ghosting kind of deal here. So there you go. So I'm going to run that a little slower so that you can see the actual Yeah, a little bit of treble in there, and there it goes. And trying to slow down the reset. Yeah, well, pretty positive reset. On my trigger gauge, if I put the gauge way down at the bottom, I get 3.5. If I put it more in the middle, I get 4.5. So let's split the difference, call it a 4-pound trigger. It's pretty clean. I am super spoiled to like the higher end Geisley 2-stage, really nice AR triggers. So this took a little getting used to. And then I just haven't shot iron rifle sights in a long ass time. So I struggled a bit with that. Certainly not the gun's fault. My eyes are getting a little older. It does come with a rail mount, and I will definitely be putting a dot on this. So again, I'm going for like this resto mod vibe where it has classic styling, but some modern improvements to just make it more fun to shoot. This is a fun gun for me. This will not be going into any kind of home defense or shit hits the fan kind of role. Although, there's that something to be said for maybe having one if the shit hits the fan. I know I'm not real big into that, but it's always, also kind of there, right? So good to know how to use one. But mostly this is a toy. It's just range fun. And really, I've just gotten bored to tears with ARs after years and years and years of running them, and was ready for, a new thing to nerd out on. And like I said earlier, rabbit holes to go down and people to argue with on the internet. No, actually, I'm finding the AK community pretty damn decent. I mean, there's always going to be those people in the forums and chats and comment sections that are unbearable, but you'll get that with any wheel guns or ARs or that, by and large, I'm kind of digging on the AK community because it's a bunch of weirdos like me. So, I feel at home kind of, but so much more to learn, and I'm looking forward to it. That's really all I got for this one. There's already a bunch of unboxing videos out there, so I figured I would skip that. And, as a first impressions, I'm in love the way it shoots. Little gassy, but, I think that's kind of the way they're supposed to be. And I don't really have plans to try to detune it and get it all lined out and rifle is fine, right? So anyway, thank you to all my Patreon supporters for allowing me to do this. Y'all rock. More to come. Have quite a few other projects in the works. I apologize for the long gap in content, but here we are. So until next time, be easy, y'all.